What up, YouTube? It's your boy 3E giving you another YouTube video. This one is going to be entitled, You Can't Fight the Good Fight Without an Education. Like, those are words that one of my homeboys told me. Hell, one of my best friends has told me. Like, I guess we're going through our little argument phase or argument moment. You know, every friends argue, whatever, have the little moments where they argue. And he told me these words that stuck to me and will stick to me to my last days on this earth. And I was getting into it with him. He was getting into it with me. And, you know, in the argument, he told me like this. He told me straight up, you can't fight the good fight without an education. Those words I just took to heart, you know. Those words will stick to me to my last dying days. Like, you truly can't fight the good fight without a good education. Like, especially here in America today, like, without a good education, like, people will just, like, run over you, like, will just completely, like, run circles around you and you won't even know it. Like me myself, like I'm Asian, right? And you know, the stuff that my parents were going through when they were kids, you know, just trying to get here to America and then, you know, trying to make ends meet or whatever. And you know, a lot of the older Haitian parents today don't have high school diplomas or college degrees or whatever, so they're just working their 9 to 5, you know, till their retirement days or till their last days, you know, just to make ends meet for their kids, whatever, you know, for their kids to go to college, and, you know, for them to pay for the kids to go to college and have cars to drive around in and stuff. And, you know, the newer generation of Haitians, you know, the kids like myself that are here today, you know, that are out in school getting their degrees, that, you know, getting the opportunity that their parents can get, you know, getting their degrees and their masters and stuff, you know. And for the next generation of Haitians that are going to come in, or, I'm sorry, I got this nose thing, I think I have a booger coming out. But the next generation of, you know, kids or Haitians that's coming out, you know, they've already gone to college, they already put in the work, they got their masters, they got their degrees, they got their diplomas, so their next kids are going to be eating property because they went to school, but, you know, our parents didn't get a chance to go to school. Another scenario I guess you want to look at, you know, when you're getting like pulled over by when you're getting pulled over by a cop or whatever, you know, and they started pulling like shenanigans on you, whatever, you know, and the average person or civilian doesn't know like the laws, or they know their basic rights and stuff, but they don't know like their rights. They don't know the actual complete law. They don't, I guess to say, they don't know the entire law book. You know, there are some things like, you know, I see cops pulling on people or whatever, or doing to people, and, you know, they're breaking their rights, but, you know, they don't know, or they don't know like the complete law book or whatever. You know, they don't know what to look out for. They don't know when their rights are being violated or whatever, you know. That's another one of the scenarios. You can't fight the good fight without an education. Especially in high school, you know, like in middle school and high school, there are kids who are like struggling doing their classwork or whatever, and, you know, they get picked on or whatever, even though they're the ones getting picked on and they mean well or whatever, but, you know, they don't have that strong education or verbal and mental stability, you know, to hold their own when it comes to an argument or whatever. And you have like the assholes out there who have their education and they're using that in a negative way. You know, they're pulling stuff on people, you know, they're getting people to do their homework for them, or, you know, I could be doing my classwork and somebody comes on like and says, you're going to put that down, or you know that's the wrong answer, right? But all the while that is the right answer, but I'm so dumb, or I don't have that education, so I go and listen to what this guy told me and I mark the wrong answer, whatever, and I end up getting a bad grade, while he gets their good grade or whatever, and they go off in the next grade while I'm still stuck in the 11th grade or whatever. That can be like another scenario where you can't fight the good fight without an education. Hell, even when you sign up to join like the Air Force and military or whatever, there are certain things that like you don't know, or you're not paying attention. Like I guess another scenario, or a better scenario, like these rappers or musicians or whatever, when they go and get their record deal, or whatever, they sign a 360 deal. That's like basically saying like, or it's a deal where the record label or record company gets this amount of your money. Like however much you make. If you make like $100, they get $80 and you get the rest. When really you can get more, but you know you're not aware or you're not educated to the full. I'm sorry, I got this nose thing. I don't know what's going on with my nose. You're not educated. You don't have like the full understanding of the contract or you know what you're signing, whatever. And you know, and then the record label ends up stealing money from you, whatever. You know, when you're making like 100, they take away 80, and you get the rest. And really, you're supposed to get 80, and they get the rest. Yeah, and I guess that's pretty much it, yo, man. It's something that my homeboy told me a while ago, a couple of years ago. He told me, he looked me in the eye and he said, you can't fight the good fight without an education. And that just kind of stuck with me. To my last days, that those words will stick with me. In fact, I might get that tattooed on my arm somewhere one day, like right here. Like, you can't fight the good fight without an education. And I think when he said that to me, we were arguing, right? And he was getting ready to go off to college, but I didn't even have my GED yet. So it's not like I could have retaliated or whatever, or like come up with something witty or flip a remark or whatever. It's like he told me the truth, and I had like nothing to like retaliate with. It's like I just had to sit there and take that shit. But it was true. There was nothing I could do. Nah, yeah, man. That's pretty much it, man. Especially life here on Earth, but especially life here in America. I don't know how life is elsewhere in the world because I haven't really done a lot of traveling yet. But especially here in America, man, you can't fight the good fight without an education. You know, cops will run amok on you. These doctors and insurance companies will run amok on you if you're not well educated. Sitting there trying to talk to a guy or a female, and you don't have the verbal and mental stability to keep up with them, you probably ended up losing them. Or they're like, well, you don't have a job or you don't have a college degree, so you're not going to do anything with your life. I don't want to be with you. I want to know my kids are going to be like taken care of them, and you know their father is going to be able to provide and stuff like that. And you end up being all alone or whatever. Anyway, man, this was a quick video by your boy 3E. You can't fight the good fight without an education. Those words are going to stick to me for the rest of my days, and I hope they stay with you for the rest of yours. You can't fight the good fight without an education. Boy 3E, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, all that. Peace.